Most people will never become financially free, and it's not because they're lazy or ignorant. The system is literally built to stop them. It keeps you busy, stressed, and just hopeful enough, but never truly free. And by the time people realize the game is rigged, it's already too late. Because no one ever taught them the real rules in the first place. What did they tell you? Budget. Work harder. Buy a house. Invest in the stock market. As if a little discipline was all it takes, right? But let's be honest. If discipline alone could bring freedom, everyone who worked hard and saved their whole life would retire rich. They don't. Because the problem isn't effort. It's understanding how the system is built. Financial freedom isn't just about money. It's about control. Control over your time. Control over your choices. The ability to say no to a boss, to a bill, to a crisis. This kind of power isn't handed out. It's built. And to build it, you first need to understand what chains are holding you back. Let's start with history. For centuries, wealth meant land. Land meant food. Food meant power. In the Middle Ages, 90% of people worked on someone else's land, chained by debt, rent, and the fear of starvation. People couldn't just leave or demand better conditions. Their lives were dictated by systems far beyond their control. Sound familiar? Then came the Industrial Revolution. The connection to the land ended, but people became tied to wages. From fields to factories, the logic stayed the same. Work long hours. Earn just enough. Stay dependent. The 20th century introduced the idea of the middle class. People could buy homes, cars, save a little, but they weren't free. Because from schools to workplaces, from ads to consumer culture, the system was built to make people spend what they earned immediately. You were encouraged to keep up with trends, buy the latest products, and always chase that next promotion. Fast forward to today, technology has exploded, productivity has soared, but wages? They are stagnant. The middle class? Shrinking. Meanwhile, the cost of living has skyrocketed. Housing, healthcare, education. And guess what happened? Debt became normal. Student loans, credit cards, car loans, mortgages. The average American household now carries over $100,000 in total debt. And that's just the average. Some families have double that. Some, even more. So who benefits from all this debt? Think about it for a moment. If most people are busy paying back something, someone else is getting richer. Someone always benefits. Then there's the sneakiest enemy of all, inflation. $1 today buys half of what it did 20 years ago. Every year, slowly, money loses its value. And the solutions? Print more money, lower interest rates, stimulate the economy. But what rises when that happens? Asset prices, homes, land, stocks. Those who already have assets get richer. Those who have none fall further behind. This isn't a mistake. It's the engine of the system. Debt-fueled, inflation-powered, confusion maintained. And the worst part? The system trains you to blame yourself. Can't buy a house? You didn't work hard enough. Can't save money? You don't budget properly. End up broke at the end of the month? You're careless. The system isn't at fault. Instead, it sells you another app, another course, another solution. The truth is, financial freedom isn't about income alone. It requires leverage. And most people never learn this. Because employees trade their time for money. The wealthy make money work for them. That's the difference. Most people are stuck in a loop that feels like progress. Get a job. Take a loan. Pay off one debt. Take another. Upgrade your lifestyle. Pay taxes. Maybe retire one day. The problem isn't just debt. It's the dependency debt creates. If you rely on a paycheck, you can't take risks. If your life is financed, you can't say no. If your identity is built around consumption, you'll always feel like you need more. So what about those who are truly financially free? They play a different game. They don't sell their time. They own. They delegate. They multiply their wealth over time. They understand taxes, systems, structures. They think decades ahead. And they don't teach you any of it. No leverage lessons in school. No lessons on how inflation transfers wealth upward. No one tells you passive income is the foundation of lasting wealth. What you're fed instead: hustle culture, consumerism, lifestyle branding, work harder, buy more. It's a treadmill, disguised as a journey. The truth: financial freedom is a rebellion, a stand against dependency, realizing you don't have to live life on someone else's terms. But first, you need to know what you're rebelling against. That's why financial education isn't optional, it's essential. Here's something to think about. How much of your life is dictated by systems you didn't design? Your education, your job, the loans you took, even the things you were taught to want, they shape your choices more than you realize. Most people don't notice it because it happens gradually. Every small decision, every habit, every paycheck builds a routine that feels normal. But in reality, it keeps you confined. Recognizing these invisible rules is the first step to breaking free. And one more thing. Freedom isn't about doing whatever you want every day. It's about having options when life throws curveballs. It's about waking up and knowing that a sudden bill, a health emergency, or a global crisis won't ruin you. True financial freedom is a mindset, a system, and a lifestyle. It's about preparing, learning, and designing your life so that money works for you, not the other way around. Practical steps. 1. Reduce fragility. Cut unnecessary debt and expenses that keep you reactive. Every bit of flexibility you gain is power regained. 2. Build assets. Skills that generate income independently of your time. Businesses that grow beyond you. Investments that make money while you sleep. 3. Protect your mind. Don't get lost in fear, news, ads, or hype. The more you understand the system, the harder it is to manipulate you. 4. Share what you know. Real power grows when it's multiplied. The truth: most people will never be financially free. Not because they can't, but because no one showed them how. They followed the script they were handed. You, however, are starting to write your own. And that's where freedom begins. Remember, this isn't a promise of instant wealth. It's a path to control, to choice, to real freedom. Every small decision you make, every expense you cut, every asset you build, compounds over time. That's where the real power lies. If this gave you a new perspective, hit subscribe. History has the answers. I'll show you where to look.